I have run over 1,000 Facebook plus Instagram, so basically Meta ads over the past couple of years. And I have seen that a lot of goldsmiths structure their funnel in the wrong way. So what most goldsmiths do, at least what I've seen most goldsmiths do, is that they boost a post and then they send the leads to a homepage. The problem with doing that is that the homepage wasn't meant for leads to see the ad and then see the same thing on the homepage. The homepage will have different wording, have different copy, maybe different objectives, right? So I would, if you send them to a website, which I will show you why you shouldn't, but if you send them to a website, you should send them to a dedicated landing page. So landing pages are, for example, in this ad, you see this lady, this offer being about dream earrings, right? It's a consultation to get dream earrings. Now, if you send them to a homepage, it won't say dream earring consultation. It will say jewelry, it will say wedding rings, it will say earrings, it will say necklaces, it will say all this sort of stuff on the homepage, which is not what they clicked, right? They clicked dream wedding earring. So the landing page is just made on the sole for its sole purpose of having congruency. So same thing, right? Have the lead see the same thing on the ad and on the landing page, right? Is the same thing, right? So if you send them to a website, which I will show you why you shouldn't, send them to a dedicated landing page. Take the time to make the landing page so that the lead sees exactly the same thing on the ad and then sees the exact same thing on the landing page. Now, let's. I just want to show you how we structure our funnels for ad campaigns and why this is the best way to do it, in my opinion. So what we do is that we have this ad, right? We have this ad. We run it on Facebook, Facebook and Instagram. Sorry. So we run it on Facebook and Instagram. And then what we do is that instead of sending them to a homepage or a landing page or a website in general, what we do is we send them to basically this contact form that's embedded in our booking page. Now, what we do is we use this software. It's called Calendly and it's free, by the way. So if you click on Calendly and then you just go here, you can just sign up with your Google account. It's completely free. Obviously, you can use paid accounts, right? Paid plans, but we just use the free accounts because it works perfect. Now, obviously, if you do want to send direct SMS responses right after they book, yes, you're going to have to pay, but you could also do that with just a free Zapier integration. So you don't actually have to pay. If you want, you can pay. If you don't, you don't need to. So that's what we use. And this is kind of how it looks. So the minute they click on this ad, your leads will see this. So it will have exactly the same copy, right? Now, this says something different because it's a different screenshot. But here it says dream wedding earrings. Here it says dream wedding rings. So it's different. But obviously, in your campaign, when you structure it, it will have the exact same thing. So it will say the dream earrings consultation. It will say here dream earrings consultation. It will be the exact same thing, right? And then here, they will have to give you their name, their last name, their email, and their phone number. The reason we do this is that we want to be able to contact them, obviously, right? And they want us to contact them as well because they want dream earrings, right? So that's why they clicked on the ad to get the dream earrings, right? So we get their contact info, last name, first name, email, phone number, and we will have for example, actually, I'll show you what we'll do after. What we will do here is that the minute they submit their contact info, we will have a Zapier integration to notify us on SMS and on email or on Gmail. It will notify us inside 60 seconds and we will be able to grab our phone, right? We'll grab our phone and we'll call them. Now, if you don't want to call them, which most goldsmiths actually don't, right, is the best way, I promise. But if you don't want to call them, then you can also SMS them and email them, and you could just DM them, right? Because you know who they are, right? And they want your dream wedding rings or earrings. So that's an integration that we can do for free, completely for free, and is the best way because after they submit this, they get taken to the scheduling page, right? So there you go. They get taken to the scheduling page where they will book an actual appointment, in-person appointment in your shop. The minute they book that, we will also be able to get a notification. This is basically the same setup on Zapier, the SMS and email setup. So we will know who just gave us their contact info and who actually went on and booked the call, right? That's the difference. Because, for example, if you book a call, if they book a call and then we don't know who they are, right? If we just exchange places, we don't know who they are, and maybe they don't show up to the appointment. Most people don't, by the way. So we should have their name, their all their contact info, so that even if we go through the entire lead nurture process, which is getting them to book an appointment and then getting them to show up, right? Let's say they don't book an appointment, they just give us their contact info, and then we go through an entire process and they don't show up. They just don't show up, right? They don't show up for their like for example, they don't show up. You get them to book another one, and then they don't show up again. We still have their contact info to be able to run campaigns to resell them in the future, right? We do that using SMS and email. It's a basically everything SMS and email. Right? So that is the way not only we get a bunch of leads to give us their contact info, book an appointment, walk into our shop and get sold jewelry, expensive jewelry, right? But we also get them. We also have their information to be able to sell them in the future, right? 3 months in the future, right? For a 3-day campaign. 3 months in the future for the 3-day campaign, right? And that's basically our funnel. Now, um, notice how it's pretty different from just sending them to a homepage where they look around and then they just leave. It's very different. It's an actual process to get their contact info and get them to walk into our shop.